Mangwana ni Mandelepo Fukenjani Krekwas Vanave Africa. Welcome to Africa Good Morning, the news and current affairs show bringing you everything you need to know happening on the African continent and beyond. You are joined by Ashwin Berry on Wednesday, the 23rd of October. These are some of the stories we're looking at. South Africa spent 52 million rand in 5 months to send over 19,000 illegal immigrants home. DR Congo Army says it takes back Kalembe from M23 as rebels deny that. Court to settle Kenya's deputy president dilemma. Follow all our programs on oneup2.com or DSTV 285 and GoTV 25 in Namibia. This is Africa Good Morning. Top stories shortly.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.n.
Let's get straight into our top stories. South Africa has spent more than 52 million rand in just 5 months to send over 19,000 illegal immigrants back home to their countries. The details were shared by Home Affairs Minister Leon Schreiber in a written parliamentary reply to a question from the Economic Freedom Fighters Member Parliament Thapelo Mogale. Mogale said the money spent on sending the illegal immigrants home could have been better used to strengthen border management and prevent unauthorized entries of foreigners into South Africa. Schreiber said 19,750 undocumented immigrants were sent back to their countries of origin, costing the government 52,817,656 rand. This represents an increase from the 10,808 deportations in 2022-2023. Now, Schreiber said in annualized terms, Home Affairs is set for the strongest immigration enforcement performance in years. We are now on track to outperform last year by a full 50% when there were 39,627 deportations over 12 months. We are also on course for a whopping 164% increase in deportations compared to 2022-23 when the number was only 22,436 over a full year, Schreiber said. Now, last week he revealed that in the last 3 months, the Home Affairs Department disciplined 31 officials and facilitated prosecution against 2 others. The disciplinary cases resulted in a range of sanctions including criminal prosecution, dismissal, suspension without pay, and final written warnings. Schreiber said the Home Affairs officials faced transgressions relating to irregular recruitment, violation of the Citizenship Act, and violation of the Immigration Act. Democratic Republic of Congo's army said it had taken back the eastern town of Kalembe a day after it was seized by M23 rebels, but rebels said they still controlled the town. Kalembe, a small town in Walikale territory in militia-plagued North Kivu, came under M23 control on Sunday morning when rebels seized it from Congolese armed forces and pro-government armed groups. Now, the Tutsi-led M23 group has been waging a renewed insurgency in the Central African countries east since 2022. Congo and the United Nations accuse neighboring Rwanda of backing the group with its troops and weapons. Rwanda denies this. Congo Army spokesman Sylvain Ekenge said Kalembe had been taken back on Monday, but Corneille Nangaa, leader of the Congo River Alliance, which includes M23, said rebels were still in control. Ekenge said fighting was ongoing between the pro-government militia and the M23 in areas that were not under army control. Now, military troops were flown in on helicopters on Monday morning to deal with the situation. He said the M23's incursion into Kalembe violated an Angola-mediated ceasefire agreed upon in August, Angola's government said on Monday. An official from Walikale territory, Kabaki Alimasi, confirmed the army had taken the town back, but said fighting did continue nearby. Somali Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Bare appointed Abdi Salan Abdi Ali as the new second Deputy Prime Minister. This appointment is part of a broader reshuffle of key ministerial positions within the federal government of Somalia. Alongside Ali's appointment, former Finance Minister Dr. Elmi Nur has been named the new Minister of Public Works and Housing. Yusuf Mohammed Aden takes the helm of Ministry of Labour and Social Services, while Mohammed Ahmed Aden has been appointed Minister of Ports and Marine Transport. These appointments reflect the Prime Minister's push to strengthen government across crucial sectors. Government spokesperson Fahan Mohammed Jimale provided further details on the reshuffle, stating that the Prime Minister has also appointed 6 state ministers to oversee various portfolios. These include the Ministries of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, Petroleum and Mineral Resources, Women and Family Affairs, Labor and Social Services, Fisheries and Blue Economy, and Trade and Industry. The new cabinet members are expected to address Somalia's ongoing challenges, including infrastructure development, labor market issues, and economic growth. Somalia's political landscape has long been marked by efforts to balance power between the federal government and the federal member states. Since he was appointed Prime Minister in June 2022, Hamza Abdi Bare focused on fostering stability and rebuilding Somalia's institutions, severely weakened during decades of civil war. The country faces a multitude of challenges, including ongoing threats from militant groups like Al-Shabaab, economic instability, and a critical need for infrastructure development. Moving on. An unprecedented battle opposing Kenya's president, parliament, and the impeached deputy president takes place in the corridors of justice this week. A litany of issues is on the table in what could turn out to be a constitutional quagmire. After the Senate voted on the removal of Rigathi Gachagua last week, his legal counsel denounced infamy and rushed to court. The team notably argues that the allegations presented against the deputy president-elect to remove him from office were unfounded and were not supported by evidence. The High Court has issued a conservatory order stopping the move to replace Gachagua to October 24. This came moments before the swearing-in ceremony in the aspiring new deputy Kithure Kindiki parliament, which is dominated by the ruling alliance, has petitioned the High Court to lift orders barring Kindiki from assuming DP's office, which it declined. In an unexpected development, the bench of 3 judges set to rule on the fate of the impeached deputy president convened on Saturday. In a letter to the deputy registrar of the judiciary, Gashagua's lawyer called for an investigation into the procedure of impanelment of the bench. He was in court Tuesday morning to attend the hearing of his impeachment case. It is the first time in Kenya's history that a DP has been impeached. Debates surrounding the interpretation of the 2010 Constitution are rife. Cameroon's 91-year-old President Paul Biya has been seen in public for the first time in 6 weeks amid speculation about his ailing health. His absence from the public eye led to unfounded rumors of his death. But on Monday afternoon, state television showed footage of the president's arrival at the airport in the capital Yaoundé on a flight from Switzerland. The government had banned the media from discussing the health of Biya, in power since 1982, classifying it as a matter of national security. Rumors of his death have been circulating on and off for the past 2 decades. Monday's broadcast pictures show the president dressed in his usual neat conservative suit and looking visibly strong. The last time Biya had been seen was on 8 September attending a China-Africa summit in Beijing. Since then, the government has been under immense pressure to prove that the long-serving leader was actually alive. Government officials eventually denied claims that he had died, saying that Biya was in good health and on a private visit to Geneva. He is known for frequent visits to the Swiss city. After landing, Biya was welcomed by state officials and members of the ruling party. The unusual mobilization of people on some streets in the capital suggests the clear intention of the government is to put to rest the speculation about his well-being. His reappearance could spark calls from within his CPDM party for him to seek another 7-year term at next year's election. We cap off our top stories in Namibia, where Joe Murotwa, regional coordinator of the Popular Democratic Movement of Commerce, led members in a peaceful protest yesterday, calling for transparency from the Electoral Commission of Namibia regarding the recent ballot tender allocation. The march started from UN Plaza and proceeded to the ECN office. Aurelia Africana reports.
Neopaints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neopaints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neopaints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
Now, as I said, in Namibia, Joe Murotwa, regional coordinator of the Popular Democratic Movement of Commerce, led members in a peaceful protest yesterday. This is with regards to the Electoral Commission of Namibia and ballot tender allocation. Aurelia Africana reports.
Hand over a petition. A petition will be handed over to the Electoral Commission in which we are alleging that the tender that was handpicked by the Electoral Commission was not well considered. After the research that the party have done, this person to whom the tender is awarded has been involved in much electoral fraud in the SADC region. He's a Zimbabwean.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of questions. And for these questions, we want the Electoral Commission to come clear. That's why we are here. We are just waiting for our colleagues, and then we will start the march. Thank you. Be patient.
Printing was awarded to a South African company which is allegedly linked to a controversial Zimbabwean businessman weekday Chivayo, and questions were raised with regards to transparency and of course what it means for the eligibility of the election itself. Of course, Chivayo has denied being a part of this company, and the Electoral Commission of Namibia says the tender was fair. Let's have a look at the weather. In economic news, air passenger volumes increased by 39% in the second quarter of the year to 224,485 travelers when compared to the first quarter, helped by an uptick in tourism-related activities. According to figures released by Statistics Botswana, Maun International Airport, which is the primary gateway to the country's tourism heartland, saw a 66% increase in passenger volumes, while the other tourism airport, Kasane International, witnessed an 88.1% increase. The country's main international airport, the Sir Seretse Khama International Airport, still accounted for the majority of passengers during the second quarter at 101,742 or 45%. Maun Airport, however, enjoyed the highest number of aircraft movements over the period at 13,980 or 67% of the total recorded. Aircraft movements refer to landings and takeoffs into and out of the country. Kasane International Airport recorded 3,608 movements, while the SSKIA noted 2,709 movements. Statistics Botswana researchers noted that the reason why SSKIA had fewer aircraft movements but higher passenger volumes was that most of the aircraft movements for the airport were international and therefore carried a larger quantity of passengers. In our other story, the World Bank has loaned Lesotho approximately 11,778,000 to run the public sector foundations for service delivery project aimed to ensure efficiency and accountability. The project was launched in Maseru by the Ministry of Finance in line with the Ministries of Communications, Public Service and the local government. Finance Minister Dr. Arete Litswe Matlalane said the project reflects the government's unwavering commitment to improving public service delivery and strengthening expenditure management. Now, Dr. Matlayane said Lesotho faces pressing economic challenges that demand innovative, coordinated responses. With this project, she said the country will be able to tackle key issues, including weak expenditure controls and limited transparency. Let's have a look at the economic indicators before we return with the sport.
Irongomed is a leading distributor, working in partnership with NewMed and WestMed to meet the comprehensive needs of the Namibian healthcare sector. As a partner pursuing sustainable global healthcare, we offer industry-leading medical solutions through our key focus areas, which include pharmaceuticals, orthopedics, ophthalmology, surgical devices and capital equipment, as well as a well-established scientific laboratory division. In healthcare, Irongomed is committed to making a difference. What about you?
All right, let's get into the sports. Champions League action resumed last night. Let's have a look at the results. It was an eventful evening with AC Milan getting 3-1 over Club Brugge, Monaco 5-1 over Crvena Zvezda, Arsenal 1-0 over Shakhtar, they could have done better, Aston Villa 2-0 over Bologna, and Girona 2-0 over S Bratislava. This is what the other games look like. Juventus going down 0-1 to Stuttgart, 1-1 Paris Saint-Germain versus PSV. Real Madrid, after being 2-0 down, coming to win 5-2 in the second half against Borussia Dortmund, and Sporting CP beating Sturm Graz 2-0. In cricket, South African fast bowler Kagiso Rabada reached the remarkable milestone of 300 test wickets, achieving it in record time during the opening test against Bangladesh. Rabada expressed surprise at how the ball was moving for seamers on the first day of play. He claimed his 300th wicket in the first session by clean bowling Mushkifa Rahim with a swinging delivery, accomplishing his feat in just 11,817 balls over 65 tests, significantly quicker than the previous record of 12,602 balls set by Pakistan's Waqar Younis 24 years ago. In women's basketball, the New York Liberty's championship win against the Minnesota Lynx on Sunday marked the most watched WNBA finals game since 1999. The thrilling Game 5 ended with a 67-62 overtime victory for the Liberty, attracting 2.15 million viewers and achieving a 1.1 rating. This surpassed the previous high for a WNBA finals game, which was the decisive Game 3 in 1999 between the Liberty and the Houston Comets, viewed by 3.25 million. This Game 5 is now the fourth most watched in WNBA finals history, with top 3 having aired on NBC. Prior to this, the highest viewership for the WNBA finals Game 5 was 913,000, recorded during a 2017 matchup between the Los Angeles Sparks and Lynx. The league will transition from a best-of-5 to best-of-7 finals format next season, having adopted the former in 2005. And we cap off with tennis. In the first round of the Erste Bank Open in Vienna, second seed Alex de Minaur of Australia overcame a challenging start to defeat Germany's Jan-Lennard Struff with a score of 2-6, 6-2, 6-2. Struff excelled in the first set, winning 10 of 11 first serve points, but de Minaur dominated thereafter, converting 4 of 6 break points. In the final match of Dominic Thiem's career, Italian Luciano Darderi triumphed 7-6, 6-2. Thiem, a former world number 3, struggled to reclaim his form following a significant wrist injury in 2021. Those have been our sports stories on Africa Good Morning. We'll take a quick break and return with the highlights from the show.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Thank you for staying with Africa Good Morning on Wednesday, the 23rd of October. These are some of the highlights from this morning's broadcast. South Africa spent 52 million rand in 5 months to send over 19,000 illegal immigrants home. DR Congo Army says it takes back Kalembe from N23 as rebels deny that. And air volumes increase as tourism warms up just next door in Botswana. DSTV 2 at 5, GoTV 25, 1up2.com, and Network Media Hub on YouTube is precisely where you can find us. From me, Ashumberi, and the Africa Good Morning team, Swera Jaganaka.